big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set 70, Indy. Takes 3, 218, 5.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one. To get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
A loss of 8 yards on the sack. It's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run with Scott. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Scott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Hundley. And he fires one incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Hundley. And he comes back with one complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Now the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. It's just me.
Throwing, Hundley. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He can run for it, and he will. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Ready, 54.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Scott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Hundley. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Scott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Greystone, Travis. Let's get it.
On second down, Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Check 13. Check 13. Ready.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Matt Weil now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On the carry, this is Scott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on second and 14. Hundley, that's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ready. 15 on it. 50 right there. You ain't going.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Rock it. Hey, check right.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 63 yards. On first and 10, Herbert. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Only a yard that time, second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's a second and 7. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
61, Matchbox Lights.
I'm coming after you.
Get it.
From the gun, Herbert, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready. Switch the elbow. 58. Come on. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
58.
2nd and 11. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run on first down. Scott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Off the play fake. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Scott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Big rip.
On 4th down, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Leo.
Throwing on 1st down, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, Sue. Next 3. 218, chopper.
Big stop, D.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Operating from the gun, Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And with a penalty flag down, they'll finally get him down. And now this becomes a very important call.
We're going to shut you down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, Hayward.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Hundley, rush coming, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tahir Whitehead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st down, Herbert. The Dolphins Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now this pass brought in by Brown. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, exit. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
What we got?
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm willing to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Now on 2nd and 16, Hundley completes it to Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jerome Baker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hey, Charlie.
Off play action. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, A little bit of run after catch for him. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
Throwing on first down. Herbert going to throw deep for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Interception all day, baby. Yeah. Let's go now. 50, plant. They're scared. Get it.
On first down, Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Just like that. Just like that. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. Hey, Echo. Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the... And now a fumble. The ball's out.
All day, every day. All day, every day. On the ready.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerome Baker in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Ready?
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? On 4th down, Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Scott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go again with Scott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. On 4th down, Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll run on first down. Scott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go, baby.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Miami, the